Hello everybody, welcome back to the video. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the brand new patch notes that just dropped for the event that's happening right after the maintenance, the Carcion Octo Fest. This is actually a really good event, all things considered. This is the event right before the major November winter patch, and this event is actually really good because it's a nice rising hype event for the super big hype event. So if you decide to come back to the game now during this event, it's actually pretty good. I still think that the November 12th patch is the best time to start playing the game in the whole year, but this is actually a really good patch for people that maybe they already have a main and they want to come back to the game and play MapleStory for a bit. Of course, if you find this video useful or you like any of my other videos, definitely be sure to subscribe. It helps me out so much. Pull up to the live stream so you can see everything happening in real time, and of course, join the Discord, link down below. So the first thing we got to talk about is the new boss, Baldrix. This is a very end game boss. You have to be level 290 to do this boss. He drops a new pendant called Oath of Death, which is the best pendant in the game, and he also allows you to get Eternals, Eternal Shoes, Eternal Gloves, Eternal Cape. This is very end game. Most people will not be doing this. There's also an event for Baldrix for the people that clear hard Baldrix first, or clear hard Baldrix at all. You'll get a bunch of stuff, a bunch of cosmetics that you can't otherwise get. And if anybody clears hard Baldrix at all in the entire server, everybody gets 4x coupons, mag pots, VIP boosters, this NX item, and a VIP selector. Next up, we have Destiny weapon added to the game. Destiny weapon is the new best weapon in the entire game. It's better than Genesis weapon. It upgrades on top of your Genesis weapon, so you keep your flame and you keep your potential, but it just ranks up higher. These are the missions you have to do to unlock the first stage of your Genesis weapon. Is you have to solo hard Saren, you have to solo C Kalos, and you have to solo H Kaling. Very difficult missions. Right now, as of making this video, we are not strong enough to complete all of these missions, but eventually we will, so this is just a matter of time. It also requires energy. Just like when you liberate, you need to kill bosses week by week, and then you'll slowly get more and more energy, and it'll liberate your weapon. You can see how all the weapons here look. They have like a light blue crystal-y kind of look. I think they look pretty cool, to be honest with you, but also I think the Genesis weapons look better. It would have been crazy if these weapons were just like all white, like not blue, because this weapon honestly just looks exactly the same as like a Fafnir weapon from Vellum, but that's just me. You also get the same skills that the Genesis weapon has, basically. 10-second iframe and 10 FD. Hexastat 3 is out in this patch as well. Hexastat 3, you're going to need 15 Soul Urda and 350 fragments to unlock it, and then it's going to take around 700 to 800 fragments to max it out. So Hexastat 3 is actually very expensive for new to mid-game players. This is definitely something you should get if you're a late to end game player, without a doubt. It's free damage, but you're probably not going to want to spend on it if you're early game. It's way too expensive. Now, the next thing they did is they revamped the MVP system. So this is actually pretty crazy. If you don't know what the MVP system is, basically if you spend a lot of money on this game, you get an MVP rank, and that rank increases based off of how much money you spent, and you get rewards for being certain ranks. So this new rank is called MVP Black, and it requires you to spend $1,000 a month on MapleStory. So what does $1,000 a month get you? Well, there's this new MVP UI that allows you to get a bunch of different stuff. And if you are MVP Black, which is the highest tier, remember $1,000 a month, US dollars, by the way, you can get 14 4x coupons, 10 3x coupons, 14 70% MVP coupons. These are new items. 10 MVPs, 14 MVP superpowers per month. You can get access to something called the MVP Resort, which is exactly like the Lux Sauna. You could just AFK there for 72 hours a month and get a bunch of XP. You get a ring that gives you 15% bonus XP, prepared pen in the spirit that lasts the whole month every month. So Urda, you get to skip all of your dailies, skip Monster Park Extreme, skip your kill quests, skip your epic dungeons. You could just pass them immediately, right? Now, some of the benefits you could get at different tiers. You don't get only these benefits at MVP Black. Some of the benefits you get along the way. So for example, if you're MVP Red, you can also skip all of your dailies and weeklies and stuff like that. But if you're not, you can't do it. And then these are how many coupons you get from the different tiers. Like if you're MVP Diamond, for example, you still get the MVP coupons, 3x coupons, but you don't get the 4x coupons. And then the Resort, you get to get it at any rank, but it's like barely anything if you're low rank. Then you can see here, like you only get the Pendant Sphere if you're MVP Black, for example. These are what the titles and medals look like if you have the ranks. MVP Resort, you just literally AFK in this map and you gain bonus XP. So MVP Black players will just be able to AFK their characters. Now, the most important thing of this, something that's actually like important and maybe worth getting, is at MVP Gold is spending $200 a month. You get to re-roll your potentials 3 at a time and flames 3 at a time. So this is actually really good for like late to end gamers who have hundreds of billions of mesos and they want to spend time cubing, because cubing takes a long time when you have a lot of mesos, but this allows you to use your cubes 3 times faster. So I think MVP Gold is actually not the worst decision you could ever make in your life if you use it like on a cube sale. Like you upgrade to gold, do all your cubes so you save yourself like literally maybe tens of hours cubing. But honestly, everything else is pretty expensive. Now, I will be able to show this off myself because I actually have residual MVP red from months ago when I spent a lot of money on the game. I don't spend a lot of money in this game anymore, but I still have MVP red until the end of September, so I could actually still show this off, which is pretty cool for a video, I guess. Are you still wasting your time cooking your own food? With Cook Unity, you could get professionally cooked food straight to your door so you can get back to farming faster. All the meals are cooked by professional chefs with thousands of reviews. They got hundreds of different recipes and filters to cater to all dietary restrictions. I chose Chef Esther's teriyaki chicken, and you could see all the nutritional info that comes with it and all of the ingredients too. It's super easy. It just takes a few minutes to heat up, so you don't need to waste any more of your precious gaming time. Click my link below to receive 50% off of your first Cook Unity box and free cookies for life, which is crazy. Anyways, thanks for listening. It would help me out so much if you tried it, and let's get right back to the video. Now, the next major change, this is probably the biggest change to all the classes, is every single class in the game, except for Moshen, because non-KMS obviously, has been changed. Every single class has had their cooldowns adjusted to fit on a 2-minute timer. So there is no 3-minute class, no 4-minute class, no nothing. Every class is a 2-minute class or 1-minute class, except for Moshen. And a lot of classes got buffs and nerfs as well on top of that. So the meta is just completely different as of this patch. You can expect new tier lists from me and Phil and the others somewhat soon if you really want to know what's going on. And a lot of common skills have also changed as well, like Last Resort being nerfed, for example, or Roll of the Dice can now be put on a pet skill. Weapon Aura can now be auto buffed as well. A lot of stuff like that. There's so much to go through. I would highly recommend joining your class Discord so you see all of the changes that happen. There's so many. It's literally for every single class except for Moshen. So there's just so many changes. Like, you definitely want to join your class Discord so you could find out what happened to your class. Did you get buffed? Did you get nerfed? Long story short, most classes got buffed. Very few got nerfed. But yeah, this is pretty much good for everybody, to be honest with you. Like, most people got buffed, and they got buffed in really nice ways. This isn't just a 2-minute update. This is also a quality of life update for classes. Like, for example, Lara gets a dash. Blaze Wizard gets a dash. A lot of classes that didn't have a dash get one. So they're just like more playable now. Now, the next change for me, this is the most important one in this update, is the UI improvements. MapleStory is obviously a really old game, and this UI update makes the game feel new, in my opinion. It makes the game feel new, and it makes the game feel fresh and more enjoyable. Like, honestly, this doesn't actually have like that much of like a functional change for the game, but it just looks so much nicer. Like, the game just looks beautiful. You know what I mean? It looks so nice. The UIs look nice. I like the font. The font looks nice. You can see all the different UI changes here. I think this UI menu that has every single thing in it is going to be crucial for the future of the game because it saves you keybinds. You could just open this menu and you'll just be able to see everything. You don't have to keybind a lot of stuff anymore. You could change how your quick slots look like. Your equipment tab is nicer, in my opinion, because it has accessories on the left and then armors on the right. So you know which items can roll Meso drop gear, for example. They're all paired together except for the belt, obviously. And then weapon secondary emblem is together as well. You can customize your titles and medals without having to pay an X for it. There's the pet filter that you can add, and also more control over pets. Like, for example, the potion percentage. For when the pet actually uses the potion, you could just control it in this UI now. Your inventory looks nicer as well. The star forcing UI is different. This is not the star forcing update. That's in November. But the UI for enhancing your gear is all just in one big UI. It's not like cubing, flaming, star forcing. All these other systems all have their different UIs, or you have to like drag the item onto the equip. It's all in one UI. And this is also really nice because, for example, example, for the flames, it actually tells you what tier flames you rolled. So you don't have to actually like pull up the chart that people would do and look at the flames and see what tier you rolled, like, or have to ask anybody like, oh, is this a tier 6 attack? Is this tier 7 attack? It just straight up tells you. So this basically just gives you more information, and it makes it easier to understand your gear and where your damage is coming from. It shows you all the cubes you have left in your inventory, so you know how many you have. It shows a nice before and after. It's just really nice and modernized, to be honest with you. Like, I really like this change. Like, this, in my opinion, is one of the best changes, maybe the best change in this whole update. You can convert levels for rings. Like, for example, for some reason, let's say you have a level 6 crit damage ring, you could put it on your roar ring and you'll have a level 6 roar ring. The quick move UI is different. Dimensional mirror isn't ugly anymore. The tooltips look nicer, so they're easier to read, and they show you, like, when it comes to flames, it'll show you what tier flame it is as well when you hover over it. The key bindings are all color coded depending on what they are. This one is actually really nice too. The cash shop is also revamped. Like, it looks way nicer. Honestly, bro, like, I really don't spend money on this game like that anymore, but like the new cash shop UI looks nice. Like, it's pretty good marketing to make you want to go in there and like spend money, to be honest with you, just because it looks nice. You can see all of your equips as well. Like, it just looks really nice, to be honest with you. Next thing they added is a new ring boss for endgame bosses, pretty much starting at C Callus and above. They added a life ring box. I'm just gonna call it the super ring box, and it has a really high chance of getting level 4 rings. So basically, as you are progressing through this game, you are actually going to be more and more likely to get a really good ring. It also gives you a grindstone when you open this ring box, which is really good because it makes it easier to get level 5 and level 6 rings. Now, some people in my chat yesterday were like, how are you supposed to even clear these bosses without the level 4 rings? Like, how are you even supposed to do it without this? Like, listen, bro, I'm sorry to say, you actually don't need level 4 rings to clear these bosses, like, at all. So it's really good that this has a higher chance to get level 4 rings, because by the time you're at this point, you probably should have level 4 rings, and if you don't, here's an answer for you that'll make it easier for you. Now, the Oz rings have been changed to a 2-minute cooldown as well. The continuous ring is still the same, but the other rings have been changed to a 2-minute cooldown. So a class like Arc, for example, could just permanently wear a ring of restraint. So it's actually really nice for 2 minutes, which is everybody now. Boss patterns have been easier. Lotus basically is just way easier now. The cooldowns between Lotus's annoying patterns have increased, so it's easier. Damien, they made it so that in phase 2, when you bind Damien, the blue balls go away. They also made it so that he's not in the air as long, which is a huge update. Will, they made it so that the will test is way faster, and you don't have to do as many tests anymore, so you could just blast through will much quicker. Black Mage and Saren, they made a lot of their patterns less unfair, so they made them more fair, basically. Where Black Mage in phase 3, like, he can't do the FMA during the suck, or Saren, like, she can't stack pillars anymore together. They made it so that you don't get as much gauge when you get hit by her attacks. Kalos, they made it easier, like, the test is faster. They made left and right shoot less often. Kaling has huge changes, actually. They nerfed the hell out of hard Kaling. They lowered her HP by 24.5% across all phases, so she's that much easier to clear now, almost 25% easier to clear. People are already clearing her, but lowering the amount of final damage by 25% in order to clear her is actually massive. So hard killing is going to go from like an end game boss to like a high late game boss. So a lot of people are going to be able to clear her now, and it's actually really good because hard killing's drops are very strong. Like, it's very good to work on getting these drops because she allows you to get your Eternals done much faster. It's also less punishing to beat in the boss. Another thing they added is they added these like statues in phase 3 that you can hit, so that if you're a class that can't quite reach the boss from far away, you can hit those statues and you can hit the boss. Now, for the event that's going on, the typical event, it's called Strange Tides and Carcion Octo Fest. This is a very standard MapleStory event. Basically, you kill 6,000 mobs a week and you check in 5 times a week. Every time you check in, you progress the daily check-in a little bit and you get stuff every single day. So you get like black flames, nodes, soul urta symbols, a bunch of stuff that helps support your character's growth, which is really good. Then with the 6k mobs, you get currency that you can use to buy stuff in the shops. And then if you kill 10,000 mobs, you can get extra stuff like Luxana coupons, advanced XP vouchers, which is actually really good, and soul urta. So if you just play the game like you do your dailies every single day, you'll be able to get all of this stuff. and progress your character much faster. You get 3x coupons every single day as well, which is really, really good. I believe you'll be able to get 3x coupons every single day, so 90 minutes of 3x, which basically allows you to farm a WAP a day and have coupons, to be honest with you. So it's actually really, really good. Now you can expect a shop guide as well, so to tell you like exactly what to buy from me, but it is a very standard event. Now there's the Great Octopus Buffet as well. This is typical bossing buffs. Usually you want to go for like boss ID, attack. You could go for sacred power if you need it to clear a boss. You could go for arcane power if you need it for like black mage or something. Buff duration is good on mages. The best ones on the bottom are Monster Park Clear XP, Grandest Daily Quest XP, Arcane River Daily Quest XP if you're still doing Arcane River dailies, and then Soul Urta from bosses. So this is just really good. It makes Monster Park give you a lot more and makes you stronger. Now there's another part to this event called Raise a Golden Octopus. Basically how this octopus works is you kill 1,000 mobs and you try to level up the octopus. There's a chance for the octopus to level up and there's a chance for it to level down. And then when you get to a high level, there's actually a chance for the octopus to even boom. So it's kind of like star forcing your octopus. And based off of what level your octopus is, you get rewards at the end of the week. So let's say you get super lucky, you get your octopus to level 9, you would get 6k advanced vouchers, 8 Soul Urta, and 300 frags. And every week you're going to be doing this. You just kill 1,000 mobs and you try to level up your octopus. So it's just like a bonus free stuff just for leveling up your octopus. Bit of RNG, but at the end of the day, you're usually going to get stuff. This is the stuff that's in the coin shop. I am going to have a coin shop guide so you know exactly what to buy. There is some good stuff in here that helps you with Legion and like a fairy heart, but there isn't anything too insane in these shops. Mazel's shop is all garbage. Just like don't even like look at this or buy anything from it. Champion burning is continuing, but now there's going to be the champion challenges. Let me explain to you how the champion challenges work. Basically how they work is on your champion characters for the champion burning, like your 2 other characters, like, you know, your left and right character, you can do the champion challenges, which basically means you just have to solo some bosses, solo Lotus, Slime, Will, and Darknell, and you'll be able to get a bunch of coins from doing that. And you can use those coins to go to the champion challenge shop. That's not the same as the regular challenge burning shop. It's a champion challenge shop. It's different. I know it's a little confusing, but you just get new coins from doing the bosses and you could buy stuff with those coins. And then there's the supreme challenges, which are the harder ones. You could do them on your characters as well. So like solo hard Lotus, H Will, H Dark, and then you get supreme coins. And with those supreme coins, you can buy stuff in the supreme shop. Basically just the Karma Abyssal Black Flames are worth it. And then this is the stuff in the regular champion challenge coin shop. There is some good stuff in here. A lot of flames for your characters. There's a lot of honor that you can get. Bright cubes as well. So it's pretty good. Like you might as well do the bosses on those characters because it's just free gains. Cash Shop transfer event is from November 5th to November 12th. So the last week of this event, there will be a Cash Shop transfer. Does this mean we are not getting Universal Cash Shop? No, that's not what that means. You don't know until it arrives. Okay, so everybody is like dooming over this. They're like, why would they give us a Cash Shop transfer if we're going to get Universal Cash Shop anyways? That's not how things work necessarily. Usually at the end of events, they have like a Cash Shop transfer like this. One doesn't mean the other. So we'll have to wait until the November patch comes until we start doing. Deluxe Sauna is back. If you want to spend $72 a week, you can sit here and AFK and get a bunch of XP. Haunted Mansion. This is a purely event for cosmetics. Long story short, you run around in the mansion, you look for anomalies. If you see the anomalies, you can go down a floor. And if you keep going down a floor, you get more points that you could use to get these cosmetics. Winter Countdown. This is actually a really good event. All you have to do is log in and press participate. No killing mobs, no nothing, no paying for anything. You just press participate and you get free stuff. Now, if you participated in this event every single day, when the winter patch comes, you will be able to get all of this stuff for free as well. So this stuff that's locked, it's based off of whether you did the first part. So let's say you only did the first 5 participations, you'll only get the first 5 stuff in the winter patch. So just make sure you press this button every day. Sunny Sundays. Now the Sunny Sundays are actually pretty good in this lineup. We have 30% off this weekend. This is good for items that you do not safeguard. It's the stuff you have unlimited spares of, like CRA or belts, for example. Monster Park XP after that. Haste after that. So really good for trading on October 12th. October 19th is Inner Ability and Magpot. October 26th is actually a very stacked day, but that's going to be when I'm in California for MapleCon, so I'm not going to be able to use this event. There's 30% off. There's Haste, and then then there's Monster Park XP, and then there's 2x Soul Urda when mobbing. So this is actually a crazy day for farming. You could get crazy Soul Urda gains this day. 5, 10, 15 the week after that. I would personally save for this event if you want to get gains. If you want to be super safe, then you would just save everything and wait for whatever Star Force changes come out, I guess. But I'm gonna just spend my money on this event. And that's basically the patch notes. I mean, if you have any questions, definitely leave a comment down below. Join the Discord, come to the live stream. I tried to get through it as quickly and concisely as possible, let you know all the important things. That all being said, appreciate you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in some future videos and in the live stream. Appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful day and check out Cook Unity. Shout out to my beautiful members: Blazefire, Shooms, Shagad, Ravi Espa, Koga, Skittles, CKJ, Vampiric X, Fresh and Juicy, Kelvin, Cloud Figs, Trashbot, Henzo, Dylan, Cloudy Quesos, Jason B, Sylvester L, JA, Russell M, Mochi Teddy, Zero Sama, Shredbot, Michael R, and Suna TM. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys ever want to submit art, put it in the Discord fan art channel, and I'll see you for the next video.